Hey guys, Jay here. So new build today. This time I want to play a grenade build. This is a very dev intended, very vanilla, very simple build. There is no real like interaction that something trigger a lot of other things and then it goes like in a chain reaction. It is not a lazy build per se. We most of the time we actually use only one button. But for bosses, for example, I can just spam multiple buttons, and I would say this is like the developer intended way to play the game. And this character, I just put it together. The gear is still very scuffed. I am playing with strength stacking for grenade. So if you didn't know, we actually have the Crown of Ice. This is a new unique for this patch. Previously, we don't have it, and it allows us to actually use the Iron Grasp. This is a trash body armor. It gives you Iron Grip and Iron Will. In POE2, we cannot get these from any other sources. So I thought, well, strength stacking time, and this, first of all, it gives you no life bonus from strength. So you need to find another way to scale strength, really, if you want to use this body armor, or you will have no defense, basically, for stacking strength. And then 1% projectile attacks per 2 strength, and this one, 1% spell per 2 strength. So every 2 strength, we have basically 2% increased damage, because we also have Crown of Ice. Spell damage will apply to attack, so if a skill is attack and it is projectile, we are going to benefit from both of the bonuses from strength stacking here. And yeah, overall I am having 850 strength over here, 59 strength to be specific. I am also using the Black Scythe training, so what you need for this is the Heroic Tragedy, and you need the name here, Vorana. You need Vorana here, and you will get this one. By the way, I have a complaint. Previous patch, we have a lot of places to actually put these jewels, but right now, actually you can only put it here, then you have a keystone in the radius. You can put it here, then you have a keystone in the radius. I don't actually think, maybe we can put here and Chaos Inoculation is going to be a keystone, but all other places, actually you cannot have it on any keystone. This one, actually it can transfer the Mind Over Matter, one, okay. But basically it just limit, now we don't have a slot here for getting a keystone. This place does not hit anything, we don't have this to convert the Iron Reflexes. So this is actually very limiting. I kind of want to play with Bloodmage, but for this build, there is no other slot that I can realistically put this jewel in, so I need to play with mana still. Playing with Bloodmage will just solve a lot of problems for me. Sadly, right now, yeah, I kind of have to press the flask from time to time in some situation. Most of the time, right? Most of the time, I don't have a mana problem when I was clearing map because I have some mana leech, and leech is actually just more than enough to sustain. You cannot just like pre-fire a bunch of things and you don't hit anything, you don't leech mana back, then you will need to press the flask. So this is kind of like a normal build, right? This is a Titan. We are using flash grenade for clearing mostly. I only use grenade, by the way. I know that the rapid fire skill can actually give a lot of bonus fire damage for grenade skill, but because this build we stack strength, we don't really have any attack speed, and so if you want to really combo a bunch of different things, you will have a tough time. So I think I have tested out rapid fire. I don't think it feels good, so I just simply use just good old spamming grenades, basically. I also tested with Bleed, by the way. Bleed actually looks pretty good, but I realized that even when I spec into Bleed nodes, most of the time when I throw the flash grenade over here, things just die immediately. Most stuff just die immediately. And the Hero of Blood actually does not contribute that much to clearings. That is why I just decided to basically remove all the bleed nodes so I can focus more on stacking more strength, basically. And yeah, right now every 2 strength is giving me 1% increased energy shield and 2% damage because of Iron Grip and Iron Will, and then the Crown of Ice. Every other piece of gear, the crossbow, you kind of want the actually you really want the grenade skill fire and an additional projectile. This is a must-have, and then you just find basically the highest PDPS weapon that you can. I think physical damage is going to be the best because it allows the flash grenade to deal pure physical damage, and when it converts to other element is also okay. It's just one single element. Flash grenade is going to feels really good if it is pure physical because you leech a lot, and then for explosive grenade it actually converts most of the damage to fire, and then we can just do fire damage for single target. That is why you are seeing me having flammability here, and actually I also have solar orb here. If I do like very heavy bosses, I will prepare with the solar orb. I will just throw down some grenade here, and then it will explode, it will overlap, and it will just deals a lot of damage, right? So that is going to be a single target situation, but most of the time I don't think I need to even use the ooh, streamers RNG is real. Yo, one divine. It's been a long time since I dropped a divine, not gonna lie. It's been a long time. Anyway, you can see the clear here looks pretty good, right? We actually have quite a lot of cooldown because of hoping form. It scaled all the cooldown recovery node that we have on the skill tree from 5% to 7%, which is really nice. The flash grenade also have insane amount of stun buildup. It has 500% more stun buildup. We also are using a bunch of reduced enemy threshold with the overwhelming presence. So basically anything that got hit by the flash grenade just instantly got stunned, as you can see here. The stun bar just instantly go to maximum basically on basically everything that you face. I kind of wish I run a map with a boss here so I can show you the rotation a little bit. It is very comfy. Most of the time we run around and we stun everything. The AoE is pretty much screen wide. Well, as you can see there. And when they actually got heavy stun due to the flash grenade, we will deal 50% more damage because it is Titan, right? So that is basically the map clear. Let me show you the gear a little bit again. So gear is very simple. We want strength on every piece of gear that is not a unique. I do really want some spirit, just 10 spirit here is enough. Actually, 7 spirit is enough. I don't know from any other sources, but the reason why I want a little bit of spirit is I am using a companion. I really like this one. Haste Aura and Bloodmage can shock. You can have one of these, or you can have, I think if you can have like Trail of Fire or Conjure Flame Wall, that is going to be very good because you can potentially put fire exposure and strip away on the companion, so it can burn the enemy and it can give fire exposure to enemies, so we can deal way more damage with the explosive grenade, right? But I am having haste, which I really like, and all damage can shock, so yeah, it's just shock enemy for 30% all the time, guaranteed. So it feels really good. Loyalty and last gasp as per usual. So the only reason that I need teeny tiny bit of spirit is because I am using the companion here. Technically, if I just put 4 GCP in here, I don't even need the spirit, but because my amulet has some spirit, just randomly have some spirit here because it's the best amulet that I can find for this build specifically. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't need to put additional gem cutter prism into this one, but you don't need extra spirit, all right? If you put GCP into the gem, or if you find a beast that is less the reservation. So it depends on the beast that you have, basically. Anyway, the other pieces of gear, all of them have strength. Some of them even have like attribute as well. That is going to be some strength. This is strength. And what we really like is as much flat energy shield as possible, because we have a lot of percentage scaling energy shield for black side training here. So any sort of flat ES is going to give us a lot of ES. I don't have a lot of flat here. If I can upgrade this to like pure energy shield gear, this is going to be like 300 ES or something. If it is 300 ES, I will easily, let me just remove one single piece of gear. Okay, that is not good. All right, Let me just remove one single piece of gear here. This is 120 energy shield, right? Let me show you how much it is. 120 energy shield is giving me around almost 900. Yeah, almost 900 ES. So if you have a lot of ES here, a lot of ES here, you will have a lot more energy shield. Here I just buy the cheap stuff with hybrid armor and energy shield because nobody is using them, so they are very cheap. You can look for, in pure energy shield, by the way, you can look for plus to intelligence as well. That will relieve the pressure for intelligence for wearing the gear themselves, so you don't technically need to have strength on every piece of gear, right? And you can have resistances. That is going to be very good here. This doesn't have any resistance either. If you have enough resistances, all the runes should be 10 strength. Just put 10 strength in and you will have a good time. Right, so strength stacking, but we stack ES instead of stacking life. And I'm using a tech that I learned from Crypt from the beginning of the previous patch. So he actually posted a video saying that adamant recovery actually is really good if you take all the hybrid nodes here, especially on Titan, because each node here becomes a lot. This is a lot of ES, a lot of armor, and the armor actually applies to energy shield recharge rate. And with a build like this one, right, I actually don't take damage that often. So the energy shield can just recharge more. ES recharge rate means we can have it to full earlier. And then also I am using this support here, energy barrier. I am using it on flash grenade. So when you use flash grenade, it actually slows you down a little bit after you throw out the grenade. If you get stunned during that time, your ES will start recharging and it cannot be stopped for 2 seconds. So it is some extra regen and additional layer of recovery and defense for this build, right? Yeah, on the skill tree, I think right now I kind of have everything on this side. I would like to go, right now I am level 83, right? So I would like to go and grab a little bit more energy shield, I think. Maybe I would just go 1, 2, 3 here. I would just go to this side, grab the ES and armor here, and maybe even grab the ES and armor here. These are very, very efficient for this build because it kind of double dip on adamant recovery. Right? We don't actually need a lot of armor, but some armor is okay. It's not going to be like useless, right? Some armor is okay. Armor is still shit. Until armor is better, this build will be better. Right? That is kind of for sure. Anyway, for this jewel, I kind of want movement speed. That is probably the first priority for this build. I want to move faster. But every single small node here is insanely strong. As you can see, 12 strength, 18 strength. Really, really good. This gives you stun threshold and strength. A lot. Okay. If I want to, by the way, oh, this is very good as well. So we have against the darkness. You should look for 3% increased strength. The other role literally doesn't matter. If it is another resistant, it is going to be good. In my case, it is some mana. Technically, it's not useless completely. I just buy the cheapest one that I saw. This one is 40 chaos. So around 40 times 5, 200 exalt. So around 1.5 divine, roughly. But it is going to massively increase the strength. This one in this slot gives you a lot of strength. And these nodes are actually all kind of useful. So it is why I just take them. This one really, really good already. So I think this is probably the best lock for it, and maybe if we want to, we can get some of these. This through a battle actually is decent node as well. Right? So is there any other thing? I would try to improve this build. This is obviously just a very vanilla version. It can be improved much more. I think I can have probably like 7k ES. I think that is the rough number. 7k ES is going to be pretty good, and maybe we can get a lot more armor, more recharge rate if we just take some of the stuff. Like this node is insanely useful. We can take this This is actually not good, but this seems pretty good. So there's just a lot of options that we can still go for. Maybe I would not go this route. Maybe I would just fill up this node. This node is very good. This is also very good. A lot of small node become insanely good for hulking form. So we have a lot of choices here, right? So that is the new build, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for more update of this build. Why did I not continue on the previous build, Vigorous Anguish? I really enjoyed that build, but to me right now, with the limited amount of time that we can spend on playing, I would like to test out and try to play as many playstyles as possible. So probably I would try to play a build and then kind of like make it to a good point where it can clear endgame maps, and if it is suitable for bossing, I will try to do some bossing, but I will not try to push really hard, min-max a build. I can kind of like get the sort of endgame setup for any build with the basically theory crafting, because right now we actually have POB, so we actually know the numbers. If we put on some pieces of gear, for example, we would know the numbers behind, and yeah, overall I will just try my best to give you like an endgame version for any build really. But for this one, it looks pretty simple to me. I think, you know, realistically you can stack up to 1,000. 1,000 should be quite easily achievable. I think if you go really to the top end, it can be like 1.2k. With like absolute min-max gear, you can get probably 1.2k. If you can have something crazy like Astra Mantis, that is going to push you a little bit more to like 1.4. But overall, that is the build, right? I think strength stacking, pretty interesting in this case. A strength stacking build that actually get a lot of energy shield, no life. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.